Hey everybody, so today we're going to be talking about .NET Fiddle. You can access .NET Fiddle at www.dotnetfiddle.net, and this is what it looks like when you get to the website. And so what is .NET Fiddle? .NET Fiddle is an online development environment where you can write C# code, basic C# code, and run it. If you go to the website, you can see that there are a few different parts to it. You have the top toolbar where you have all of these options, and we'll talk about what these options do in a minute. And then you have this side bar with the configuration options for this development environment. A development environment is just somewhere where you can write and run different types of code. In this case, we have the option to write C# code or VB.NET or F#. And so this compiler will understand any of those languages. For now, though, we're just going to be writing C#. Next to this toolbar, you have the text editing portion of the website. This is where you can write your code. And so it gives you sort of a good starting point to write our own unique code. Down below this section is your console window right here. So this console window shows the output of whatever is in this window. So for example, we have here console.writeLine hello world. When we load up the website, it automatically runs this code. So at the bottom in the console window, we see hello world. Up here at the toolbar though, we have the option to hit run again, and that'll run this code again. And in fact, it just did as I hit it. However, there is no change in the console window because the code is exactly the same. So let's go in and change this to hello Pete. And if we hit run now, at the bottom, you can see hello Pete. So this run button basically tells the website to run through this code, and it'll display that at the bottom. So next to the run button, we have this save option. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to point out that right now, we're just at .NETfiddle.net. But as soon as I hit this save button, the URL here is going to change. So let's do it. Oh, we have to enter, sorry, before we save it, we have to enter the fiddle name. So it's kind of the name of your program or your file. So we'll call this one example. Example, there we go. So now if we hit save, we should see this URL change. And we did, we see that it appended these last few letters onto it. And what this does is it saves in the .NETfiddle website this code. So now, using this URL, we can grab this, and I'm going to copy it there, open up a new tab, it'll go over, and we see our code again. So this is a good way to share your code. And in fact, if you don't want to go through all that process, you can just click this share button and copy the link right here to share it. You can also copy it to your clipboard, send it as an email, tweet it, or share it to Facebook if you really want to impress your friends. Okay, so that's the share button, the run button, and the save button. Now what does the new button do? Well, as you might have guessed, we click the new button and it gives us the new boilerplate code, and it runs it automatically. So we see down in the console window, hello world. So this is basically the long and short version of how to use .NETfiddle. The main parts of it are going to be the run and the share buttons. So if we ever want to share this, you can copy this and send it to our friends or turn it in as an assignment or whatever we need to do. All right, this should be all you need to know for using .NETfiddle.